What's going on, my tiddly bitch? It's man the caveman here. We got some Resident Evil news.
Thank you.
I don't know if you checked out my other Resident Evil videos, but they're there. Yeah, I'm a Resident Evil fan. I do customs and stuff like that. I've been there since 1996. Okay? Yes, I am that old. The big old PlayStation freaking flat cover. This one right here. This big old PlayStation cover right here. That's how old I am. I love the series. I hate the franchise in film. They all suck. There's reasons they suck. Let's just get into it, okay? Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Drop some comments. It helps push the channel. But Zach Cregger, backpedaling now, saying that his movie is set in the Resident Evil universe. It's set in the Resident Evil universe. But you're not going to see any characters or anything. So their stories were already told. Which I have mixed feelings on this just because I feel like he already said that he wanted to make this movie whether he got the IP for Resident Evil regardless. So that's a red flag. That's a red flag in my book right there. You know, it's just going to be generic, whatever. You know, just like they're just as bad as all the other Resident Evil movies then, you know? And Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm finding out more information about that one. I can't hate on it as much, even though it was terrible. It was bad. But there are also reasons, you know, the companies making the movie interfere a lot and cut budgets. Like the guy had, I think it was $40 million. And then it got cut down to like 18. Like it was bad. It was messed up. It's something that shouldn't have happened. What the fuck's going on here? Like fallout happening? We're about to hear the sirens over here. You see this shit? But anyway, Zach Cregger is now saying that his movie is going to be based in the universe, which helps but doesn't help. Which is basically just a bunch of random survivors. And I guess that's cool. But he's also saying that it takes place, I think, during or after Resident Evil 2. So, which basically says a lot, because when I hear that, I hear we're not going to get any hunters.
Again!
You know, the hunters are just not going to happen. We're not going to get a hunter. Okay? He's going to throw a licker in there just like all the fucking rest of the directors have done. We'll be lucky if we get any creatures. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be zombies. Which is cool, I guess, you know, fucking zombies. You know, zombies, they've been done to death, no pun intended. But I doubt we're going to see a hunter. You know, there's no chance. Maybe there'll be a Mr. X in there. Who knows? You know, if it's taking place during Resident Evil 2, there's a chance we could see Nemesis. I mean, Nemesis is one of the few things that they did okay with the Anderson movies. You know, and they even bitched him out, so don't get me started. Like, bitching out the Nemesis the way they did. Like, give me a break. And then they got the horrible Resident Evil 3 remake video game. Let me stop. We're trailing off. I tend to do that. But Zach Cregger, so he's backpedaling right now because he's gotten the backlash that he said he was anticipating. But it's like you can't say one thing that contradicts what you already said. So we'll see when it happens. We'll see when the trailer happens, whatever goes on. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in it. And his work is okay. It's cool horror stuff. It is. I'll give him that. There's some cool stuff there. We're just never going to get that Resident Evil movie that we want. It's just not going to happen. You know, yeah, all right, we're going to get a Resident Evil story that's based within the same universe as Resident Evil from different people. It's just messed up because don't get your hopes up too damn high. That's all that's what this video is really about. Don't get your hopes up too high because the guy says one thing, backpedals, says another. You know, he doesn't want his movie to flop. That's the big one. That's what it really is. He doesn't want this movie to flop. And I mean, who would want their movie to flop, you know? Like, he's got a good running so far. So why would he want this to be, you know, because that's all it takes in like the industry. You know what I mean? That industry. That's all it fucking takes is one blemish to just kind of fucking bury you, and then that's it, and then you're done. And then you know what? If you made, hopefully you invested or something like that. Yeah, man. I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on this? I mean, like I said, I got mixed feelings on it. It's cool that it's in the Resident Evil universe, but is it going to be Resident Evil? Probably not. Probably fucking not. Anyways, I'm always on the lookout for cool stuff to bring to you. I always calls it how it sees it. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time in the cave.